Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Reverend Empress Chakra Wanda. And if I should decide to hit publish, this is my first video in a series documenting my journey on the road to becoming or expanding myself and my brand as a Granfluencer. And I just want to be like totally transparent and document this. I was telling a sister friend that I'm just going to talk as much as I'm prompted to document the steps that I'm taking and I've learned to take what used to be a hobby or a pastime and actually get into this wave that's happening across the country and in other countries as well. Granfluencer, or Granfluencer, or Granfluencer, Granfluencer, or Grandfluencer. So, how it started and what is a Granfluencer? It's a social media influencer of a particular age category, above a certain age category. So far what I've learned, and this was brought to my attention only within the less than 2 weeks. A friend sent me a TikTok, shared a video, and it was of these seniors that live in a house. And they're so comical because they're sharing their everyday life. They do their dances and they do exercising or just everyday life as they are. Some might you see with a walker, some might be at the airport in a vehicle that they could, like a motorized wheelchair, and it may be playing some funky music, or it's a 10-second blip. But when I watched the video, it was so funny. And I've seen videos out there of older people just living their lives, older couples. They might be doing a trending dance or something, So, when I looked at the video, and again, I want this series, I want you to hear my thoughts, I want you to hear my accomplishments, I want you to hear where maybe there's a challenge, that and the resistance that I have. So I'm just going to be plain authentic. And I'm thinking about having this on a totally brand new social media, YouTube, to activate what I learned about building a YouTube, because I have multiple YouTubes out there already, but I'm thinking I should have a clean one and that the brand would be my name, but it's primarily about my life as a Granfluencer, and then I have playlists of all the different elements as I'm an influencer, because I do multiple things. I run a salon. I'm a solo stylist for 9 years as of this moment. Right now, this is the month of September in 2023. And so I have a salon. I also do sound healing, which is a ministry for me. I do travel with that. I do one-on-one sessions and I do group sessions. And specifically, I offer what's called lake therapy. What else? I co-facilitate a sister circle for the last 3 years, going on 4, locally in the Charlotte area. What else? I paint and I make jewelry. I'm an artist. I am also a spiritual podcaster, Living an Awakened Life podcast. I'm a Sagittarius, a fire sign. I'm also, my energy expresses as a manifesting generator. That's the human design system. I call that the energy blueprint system. I want to talk about that. What else? I'm an angelologist. Actually, I'm an ordained angelic minister. I'd like to talk about my journey and how that came about, and the sacred ancient tools that I use as a highly intuitive woman of wisdom. I'd like to talk about angels and how I live in awareness day to day, and how I teach people to pay attention to the divine signs in their life to navigate from third dimensional limited lack of way of living to activating and operating in the fourth and the fifth dimension available. We often move back and forth between the two, between all between third, fourth, and fifth, and an awareness of the other dimensions all the way up to the 10th and the 11th. I want to talk about the awareness of your brainwave patterns, and when you are in creativity, what brainwave pattern you're in, and how that actually taps into the fifth dimension. I have so much in my life journey as an instrument of encouragement. I consider myself a professional spiritual encourager, and I'm connected with a small circle of sacred. I told my daughters, look at your life of being in a circle. The closest circle circumference is the A zone. Then there's the B zone, and then there's the C zone. So like a circle. The A zone are where those that are the closest to you, the anointed ones, okay, that accept you as you are. They could be family members too, but you know these people to honor you, and they allow you to honor them. Then you have the B zone. Now these are people that want to be with you, right? And they hang, and they do, some of them do their work, but they're in the B zone. They want to be with you, be supportive. You allow them, they allow you to be supportive of them. But they may not be as close as the A. And then there's the C zone. Those are the people, C, letter C. But a play on words. Those are the ones that see you. They want to be with you. They want to see what you're doing. Sometimes copy what you do. But they're not really doing any kind of work within themselves to stay in the sacred space of operating as a spiritual being. So those are the things that I can remember. And here's for me, I'm a multi-passionate, multi-creative. But I think I would have been labeled, if I was ever had a test done, ADHD. I'm just coming to that realization. I was talking to a sister friend, Sonia. And you see this, Sonia, you know, I started it, Sonia. I started it. This the first video, baby girl. I'm gonna post it, I don't know, on one of my existing YouTubes until I can go home on the computer and create the new YouTube, because I gotta brand that, right? But anyway, I was talking to her, and we both have multiple things that we have going on, and I said, girl, I think I would have been labeled ADHD, but you know, so it takes a lot for me to just stay focused, and I actually have. It's important. I'm hearing in my spirit in this season of life. There's some writings, there's some books, there's things that I've written, I just haven't put them together, and I got to get them out. They should be out. I should not leave the planet without the seeds planted, without nurturing the babies that want to, actually walk. They want to go from crawl. These are ideas, y'all. Your ideas want to go from being swaddled. They want to go from being swaddled to being able to crawl, and then they want to go from crawling to be able to walk. And they watch you, they see you, they see the world around them, and then from 0 to 7, it's implanted, it's imprinted into their physical mind, their physical body. But I want to teach about how to approach being raised as a baby, and also re-raising yourself to the awareness of your spiritual essence. It's so much more. I want to talk about that. I want to talk about it. I want to have workshop about it, about how, as a operating from the spirit that you are you aware that you have more than just physical senses? You have spiritual senses? Yeah. Are you aware that your energetic essence is made up of healing circles called chakras? Are you aware that your spiritual essence has different layers of auras? You as a spiritual being, do you understand your brainwave patterns? Do you understand how to use your breath and your thoughts to calm you down in times of anxiety? How to transmute that energy in a way that activates you becoming a magnet for the thing that you desire, the prayer that you answer, the answer to how to cross the bridge of challenge, baby. I got it out. I got it out. So welcome to my journey, because I know as I share this, there will be another soul, especially a sister. Yeah, you've reached a certain pinnacle in life. You've worked hard. You did the 9 to 5s and the grandbabies and the husbands, and you have things that you desire to do, and there's 3 types of people. I was talking to Sonia. 3 types of people. People that receive, they recognize maybe they don't fully recognize their gifts, skills, and talents, but they receive ideas, right? They have it in them. They don't write it out, but they have it in them. They talk about, I always thought about, but they're caught in the 3D cycle, the survival box of the 3D that we're born into. And they're not aware of who they fully are to be able to get out of that box that says you just here to survive. And we're going to show you, the world shows you how to operate using just your physical. And that's it. And you might be introduced to an idea of religion and spirituality, but it's a controlled idea. And then along the way, some people experience spiritual awakening and they don't know what to do with it. And they need mentors like myself to share, how to navigate on this plane, but operate from the etheric. You have people, 3 categories. One that's going to sit with their dreams and ideas, and they're going to die with their dreams and ideas. Then you have a second category that has their dreams and ideas, and they take it to a certain point. They do all of the certifications. They get the master's degrees and all this. They got all kinds of labels, and they make things look pretty on paper, but they don't do nothing really with it. They really don't do anything with it. They really don't do anything with it. They ain't really gone that much further, just in the comfort zone. And then you have the third category. And some of y'all might identify with each of these. It's not a bad or a good. But I fit in the third category. I tend to jump and figure out how to do it along the way. Yeah, I don't wait for. There's many of us that don't wait for the perfect scenario. Like I'm broadcasting, I'm recording this just on my phone. But some of y'all want to wait till you get all this different equipment. The 1s and the 2s are like, oh, well, once they look into the equipment, oh, I can't do that. I got to wait till I have enough money to do it. I can't just press the button now and make it roll. I got to do too many things. I got to have it. It's got to be perfect. But it's actually a good balance. There's a benefit to all types. That's why in community, when you come together, one can balance out the other. The personality, the characteristics and gifts of the people in the category 1 and 2, I can learn from, because they're more organized. They're more strategic about, especially category 2, more strategic about planning and making sure everything is out there. I do, but not to that degree. I ain't knocking it, but I could use the patience of getting things organized, and that's where I'm at right now. I have a spiritual advisor that I've worked with for years. So she's my anchor in helping me to get back on the road, want to get back on the road, so we can have some momentum. There is a fuel that passions me in wanting to do this. And that is, this is the fuel that gives me the passion. I'm approaching my birthday this year, November 26th. I'll be 65. Operating and navigating in this 65-year-old vessel. But in spirit, I am ageless, you all. Yes. Last year, November 26, 2022, I experienced a traumatic event. I witnessed a gun battle. I witnessed someone dying and laying out on their porch all night long. I witnessed bullets coming through my window and not being in the position. I could have just been in my house. I was celebrating my birthday. I was celebrating in beauty and I had, meaning I went and got my nails done and I felt, beautiful, abundant, reflective of all the activity that went on that year, of being able to move to a house that I had no idea that was going to happen, right? My house is my studio where I do my art and where I dance and where I sleep, right? And in my own space, I don't have company. There's very seldom. I have probably 2 friends that have ever came over to my house on a regular basis. Getting off that floor, having witnessed that, and then being reminded that this was the 4th life-threatening situation that has happened to me. I have a series of videos in the new YouTube. I hope to be able to get that transferred over. I don't know. I think a lot about all that I put into the current. I have a few YouTubes. One for my hair business, and one is Empress Chakra Wanda. I'm going to stay listening to Spirit about that because I don't want to waste time, and create more stuff when I can maybe recycle what's already, you know what I'm saying? So I digress, but this is I wanted to share what I'm thinking and feeling is the fuel that is pushing me to get more defined so I can be of a value in what wants to be shared before such a time that I am called from this planet, before I cross the veil. Because I know, just like within you, we're like seeds in the ground. There's a song I've been listening to. This is my season for grace and favor. This is my season to reap what I have sown. I'll come back at you. I'll keep it going. Well, I will say this. Since being made aware of this idea of Granfluencer and that it's on the rise, and brands and companies do their advertising through everyday people. So since I rejuvenated Hula Hoop changed my life, I have launching a challenge starting this Sunday, October the 1st. I have been on my social platforms building up to it. I've connected with some hoop makers, 2 sisters. Well, I consider them friends because I use their hoops primarily all the time. And I forgot my hoop today. Oh my God. But one of them, I got my first brand ambassador deal. Each brand ambassador deal is just different. Doesn't mean you actually get money on some, but some you do. But I'll be promoting the hoop that I love, one of the hoops that I love, and letting people know about her. And I hope that she let people know about me. So I got another brand deal. I got a message from an apparel company, a sportswear. And I'm going to look at that application today. I wanted to do some research on my own to see what the public is saying about doing business with them. But I did get asked another brand ambassador of their sports line, a young lady on TikTok, and she gave positive feedback on her experience. So I think I'm going to move forward with that. I've been finding tutorials on specific websites about this world of brands and influencers coming together, learning how to pitch your idea to them, and then understanding the different levels of compensation, from gifting to discounts to actual checks for and payment for your videos and your pictures. It's a real thing. I feel really excited because I have recognized the energy of things aligning like this before. In all of my major shifts from corporate America, quitting that and jumping into the holistic arena as a massage therapist and having a phenomenal career with that, and then recognizing a shift that caused me to move into the natural hair arena and being successful with that. And now, I have been activating the healing works around sound healing. Right after I had the incident at the house, the minute I was attending on virtually a ministry institute, specific for angelic ministers, and because of the surgery I had back in 2016, I couldn't finish the program. Well, do you all know, a couple weeks after the incident at the house, when I was down in my heart space, asking the divine to help me, and I heard in my spirit, go back to the things that give you a peace that surpass all understanding. And then I got back into sound healing. I got back into the oils, and then I launched Lake Therapy. And then 2 weeks later, I heard from my professor from the ministry school, and she said, would you like to complete and go ahead and get ordained? And it turns out, when we looked at the transcripts, I only needed 2 classes. And I became ordained April of 2020. What year are we in? 2024? Lord have mercy. Yeah, we in 2024. Oh Lord, let me stop. I'm having a brain thing. So that's it. I want to share with y'all what I go through, and I want to see this as an exciting project. How can I, get compensated and live a continued life of expanded grace, ease, and flow, using all of the gifts, skills, and talents that the divine has revealed to me, has fine-tuned and sharpened within me? How can I have that just work without me physically having to be in place anywhere? Yes. So I put on my vision board, y'all. Y'all want to hear? It's real aggressive. I put on there, I am so happy and grateful that I earn $1,000 per day as a Granfluencer. And I enjoy only creating content 2 to 3 days a week for 4 hours at a time. Woo, that's big, right? But guess what? I put it out there. And I'm asking Holy Spirit, answer this prayer or something higher that I didn't expect. And I noticed when you let go of an outcome, just incredible things happen. So I'm letting this be a first of a series. Yeah. All right. That's all I got to say for now. Bye.